And it's a bit of a different show this morning. Welcome to That's Racing. Unfortunately, the Gelding, well, fortunately for him, I guess, he's off to enjoy Bali and the sunshine, but he's left me behind. But fortunately, he's left his tips. So let's get on with it. Flemington races today we're concentrating on. It's a night race card with the first race at midday. The feature race, race 6, the Flemington Cup. It's an open race over 2,800 metres. The track's a good 4, but there will be showers during the day. So as we always warn, take notice of whether the track may be downgraded because that might affect the running of some of the horses that we select. The rail's out 3 metres, so that shouldn't be such a problem, although the running lanes tend to be down the centre at Flemington, especially over the straight 6. All right, well, let's get into the Gelding's tips. His first is in race 3, the Rising Stars final. It's a fillies and mares race for benchmark 78 horses over 1,600 metres. In that race, he likes number 2, Pitchanen, coming at a barrier 4. It's had 25 starts for 4 wins and 11 placings. So a 16% win rate, a 60% place rate. It's a Savabeel mare. It's won over the distance. It won in May at Sandown Hillside, and Gelding says the form's taken a step in the right direction in this campaign because out of its 4 starts, it's had 2 wins and a placing. Celine Gaudry's in the saddle, an apprentice. She's claiming 2, and she's got a 10% career win rate. Flemington trainer Danny O'Brien has career form at the moment. Over his last 50, he's winning at a clip of 18%. So in race 3, number 2, Pitchanen. His second selection is in race 6, the feature race, the Flemington Cup, an open race over 2,800 metres. And in that race, he likes number 8, Mostly Cloudy, coming out of barrier 8. It's had 14 starts for 5 wins and 2 placings, so a 39% win rate, a 50% place rate. It's had 2/3 from its last 2 starts at Mornington and Rose Hill, and he thinks that it's just running into form and should be able to win this race. It's won over the distance. It actually won in Great Britain in June of last year. Jai McNeil's in the saddle. He's in career form with 12% win rate over the last 50 races. And Cranbourne trainers Trent Basooten and Natalie Young have a career win rate of 13%. So as we say on Sportsfan Radio and also That's Racing, winning form is good form. So Gelding's 2 tips, race 3, horse 2, Pitchanen, and race 6, horse 8, Mostly Cloudy. Now looking at my 2 tips for the day, I like race 4, the Shane Murray Handicap, a 3-year-old race over 1,400 metres. I like horse number 4, Legio 10, coming out of barrier 1, a lightly raced horse. It's only had 8 starts for 3 wins and 4 placings, so it's only been out of the money once. 38% win rate and an 88% place rate. It's a Blue Army horse. And in this campaign, it's had 2 wins and a third from 3 races. Its third was in the listed Creswick Stakes. Its danger in today's race is cause for concern, but it meets that horse 2.5 kilos lighter than in its last race. A query over the distance with cause for concern as well. Celine Gaudry's in the saddle again, and this one's, as I said, the Blue Army, and James Cumming in top form at the moment, a 22% win rate over his last 50 races. My second selection, race 7, the Rebecca Sutherland Sprint, a benchmark 84 race over 1,200 metres, and in that race I like horse number 4, Do Ya Punk. A little bit of Clint Eastwood there, coming out of barrier 9, 15 starts for 5 wins and 5 placings, so a 33% win rate, a 67% place rate. It won last up at Sandown Lakeside over 1,200 metres. Apprentice Thomas Stockdale's in the saddle. He's claiming 1.5 kilos. The danger, I think, in this race is Zach de Boss. It ran third to Sai, who went on to win a Group 3 race recently. Thomas Stockdale in good form at the moment over his last 50 races, 10% win rate. And Peter Moody, local trainer for me at Pakenham, he's got an 18% career win rate. So my 2 selections for Flemington today, race 4, horse 4, Legio 10, and race 7, horse 4, Do Ya Punk. Now let's look at, as the Gelding would say, the very successful Professor's Parlay. The agreed bet of the day for the Gelding and I is race 6, horse 8, mostly cloudy. And we're going to parlay that into Collingwood to beat Fremantle. Collingwood, number 1 on the AFL ladder at the moment. They've got the best defence in the league. They've only let in 1,083 points, and they've won 4 out of their last 5, and winning form's good form. Fremantle, a very disappointing season. A couple of new players into the side, but they haven't produced. 15th on the ladder at the moment and only won 4 out of the last 5, and I can't see them winning at the MCG this afternoon. And let's parlay that into another AFL game. Richmond to beat West Coast. Richmond have won 4 out of their last 5, so their form's actually improved since Damien Hardwick gave the coaching game away. And they're showing good form. They're 13th at the moment, but only 4 points outside the 8, and they need this one to keep in touch with those teams in the 8. West Coast having the season from hell, won none out of their last 5. In fact, their losing streak goes on a lot longer than that. They've only won 2 games in 2022, and they could go one better and only win 1 game this season. So the Professor's parlay is race 6, horse 8, mostly cloudy, into Collingwood to beat Fremantle, into Richmond to beat West Coast. And until next Saturday, it's good luck and good punch.